Hello everyone, Billy Throttle here. Back with Peglin. We're on to Roundrel today on Cruciball 17. And Steady Scope. It's a nice way to get like a lot of, like, I don't want to say guaranteed crits, but if you can get a little bit of evasion going, you can crit every single time. Yeah, out of all these, I like Steady Scope. And we have the Miniboss. Alright, so we do get evasion or Ballusion from Evasive Maneuver. Better if we can crit with it. We will probably scale this early just to kind of help. So we have a 24% chance to crit on any shot now until we lose some of this. Trying to be careful. Trying to get our 25 gold so we can upgrade the Evasive Maneuver after this fight, unless there's something really juicy in the shop. Well, we got really lucky. Okay, okay, we had it. Yeah, nothing here is, you know, better than this upgrade to Evasive Maneuver right now. And on the map, I'm usually not a huge fan of the early shops. You know, I like to kind of power scale a little bit with either buying orbs or upgrading. So I'm probably not going to be able to buy relics or do removals here. So maybe we can shoot for, maybe we come down here, get a relic, hit an elite. So we should go right. And I guess we should pay attention to our navigating out of the screen too. Knowing that if you don't open up a path, you might not make it to where you're heading. So we do want to try to go right, which we'll have to start unlocking with our next shots because we can't do it with Horriball. So get a bomb or two. Help clean up some of these bats. Alright, so I think we at least have our... Hopefully this is enough of a pathway to navigate out of here. It really should be. Alright, let's go Evasive Maneuver again. And let's see what is waiting in the chest. Wall bounce contribute to damage. That's fine. Not too exciting. It doesn't hurt. Right, we're not really set up well for this fight. We don't have any piercing. Gotta kind of rely on some of these bombs, maybe. Not a great shot. Cool, we got 2 bombs there. Refresh is in a difficult spot to hit for sure here. That could be an issue. So we're trying to, I guess, dig out this bomb, and after that we'll get to the refresh, but... There goes an auto crit from the, was it Steady Scope? Alright, one more shot that we can... Oh, maybe not. I was trying to hit both of those. Let's, hopefully we can still hit this crit with this guy. We can. I don't think we do 187 damage here, though, so we're going to take some damage on the reload. The crit's over here, but there's not a lot of pegs, but... Alright, we'll probably want to heal up a little bit here. Yeah, let's heal. Let's grab another evasive maneuver orb. And I guess we could take Kira's backpack and go all in on evasive maneuver orb. The other option would have been pretty good too. It would add an extra crit to the board most of the time. Probably pretty much all the time. Whenever our Pebble or whenever our orbs have a higher crit than base damage, it would add an extra crit to the board, and that's pretty much every Roundrel orb, so. Feels like more enemies than I'm used to seeing on this board. But all right. All the ranged folk are taken care of. And we're 35 health. We're probably, if we're gonna fight another elite soon, gonna want to heal again. I'm going to attempt to go left. All right, so no elite here for us. And we're very low on money, so most likely no shop for us either. All right, we're gonna skip straight to the Terriball because we can slide it straight down here. I was hoping for 2 bombs so we could kill the bat, but we only got 1. Oh, how did we hit 3 bombs but not fully set any off? Let's see if we can get a little more gold here. All right, we specifically need bombs with this guy because he doesn't do damage right now. All right, well, we're gonna have to heal again now. Oh, okay. Let's greed and take this evasive maneuver orb since we're building those up with our backpack. And I guess future navigation doesn't really matter. Probably gonna try to go leftish. So that's our level 1 evasive maneuver being 3-8. That's normally what our level 3 would have been. All right, let's see if we can bounce and hit this refresh. All right, try to take out the spider. I think it only hits when it comes up So we're probably safe for a little bit, but we'll be able to kill the slime easily. Easily before we reload, I meant. Alright. Darkness to Terriball is pretty good. Does not work against this boss, though. You can't blind him. So, yeah, we're just going to have to heal. We said we wanted to go left. We'll probably chest, fight, you know, event. Might skip this elite unless we get some healing. No, let's fire these guys off just to start building up our evasion so we can just get some like auto crits. So we're like a 92% chance to automatically crit until something comes and hits us. We should start digging out this refresh. We only had 4 HP left on him. We should have switched up who we're aiming at. Say it. Can hit the bomb now if you want. Okay, good. We got out of there without taking damage, I believe. Alright, I'm healing again. This gives us the option of going to the elite, but honestly, I believe we'll probably be passing. I don't feel like I want to upgrade things at the cost of HP right now. I will scoop up the forge, though. Any orbs we pick up in the future from now will take a little damage, but they'll come in as a level 2. Or I guess if they're higher, they'll get upgraded from there. The first time each bout you evade an attack, gain 100 illusion. Fantastic. Alright, so no more heals before the boss. Bombs detonate a hit. Wow, okay. You know what? Pegboards start with twice as many bombs. That's helpful against this guy. We're aiming at the mole guy. It's a good starting shot. Alright, let's see if we can get an auto crit here. We do. Let's see if we can bounce off and hit the refresh. So we have a nice board for when he comes to say hi. %68% chance to dodge. Alright, dodged it, and then we get the extra bonus from that newer chain of reaction. Okay, I was making sure to have a funny name like Reaction, like some of the other things, but... well, okay, this is automatic crit. Let's skip straight here, and I think we'll just hopefully take him out with the bomb and our shot. So that was a really good mole fight there. Let's upgrade each of our evasive maneuvers once. We can't take Defresh Potion. I don't want to take Sapper Sack. We definitely don't have the healing for that. I could take Matryoshka Shell. I mean, I don't see it hurting, but I also don't see it helping a ton in this case. And usually I'm a big fan of multi-ball. I'm not sure if I see it with this character. I guess maybe we can get there, though. We're skipping Act 4 stuff right now. All right, Ballista. Ballista could be good. We can build up some Illusion. Hopefully dodge the big shots. Should probably kind of rush getting down to the our other shots since they're so much stronger and, you know, give us the ability to dodge, the ability to cause crits on other shots, so. Although the little orbs are helping out here, because usually I never hit these bombs. I guess maybe it helps that we also have the short fuse. All right, there's another Vase of New Orb. Like, it's fantastic getting a bunch of these. I think eventually what we're going to hope for is, like, something that has some piercing in it. Because this is great for taking out targeted enemies, but it can be a very slow way to kill things. Either that or adding some more bombs to the board. Which way are we going? There is a shop this way. I wouldn't mind trimming down like a Pebble over there. Take a little damage because it's going to come in leveled up. Okay, navigation doesn't really matter after this map, so just in case we have like a crazy shot and kill these guys. Got enough gold to do something. Okay, we are going the shop direction, so I guess if we don't really need to grab stuff, we can just pass. Yeah, it would be real nice to go into this shop with money for a relic and a removal. I probably don't see that happening, so I'm kind of keep my fingers crossed that money for a relic, and then no good relics, we do an orb removal. Tried it that oh, I got rejected. Alright, good. Got the refresh, got a couple bombs. Just hoping for one more bomb to kill that guy in the back. Okay, good dodge. Okay, so we have enough for a relic. We don't have enough for removal also. We could consider a Nimball. We don't have any way to put extra crits on the board just yet, though. Although I wonder if it works, you know, with steady scope, because it specifically shows like crits like on the board. But like I think it would. But let's get our removal at the shop. I guess this could be a fight here too, so there's a chance we can get some more money. It is, okay. Let's start with one of our ranged enemies. We can't aim at him with what I have in hand, but we'll be ready for next shot in case I forget. Probably should have aimed at big guy, but would have been a strong beginning shot there. We would need 3 bombs to take this guy out. We're going to have 3 bombs clustered together that I could think I would be able to do that. Dodge. Okay. As I said, there was a couple bombs right in front of me. Weren't the easiest to get, but... Alright, let's skip here. He's going to take some shots at us, but I wanted to get straight to here, which automatic crit. We're at 104% chance with steady scope because it's 2x your illusion. So let's hope we can get a big hit in here and take him out. Not quite. Okay, so we're in a pretty good spot here because I can heal. Oh, I think I might need a couple gold for removal. I forget. I think removals might be 35 here. But I do want the heal. We have to live. There's Criticris, so let's take that. Some nice AoE help. Yeah, okay. I wasn't gonna risk damage to possibly get the 2 pieces of gold on the board. Okay, it is 30. So, looking at the board here, I mean, Round Guard's fantastic. So, defensively, we take Round Guard. And then let's remove Terriball. And then that's all we can do. And I'm kind of happy with that. All right, let's rat out the Peglin Chef. And here's the fight that we just fought. I know we can hit this guy, but let's see if we can get some bombs lit. Man, that one half of that Matryoshka like split one right off the board. Stinks all of my evasive maneuvers are further down. It's a little damage from the Criticris there. Man, I was really hoping for more bombs. Yeah, that worked out okay. How did that not hit either bomb? Please hit the refresh. Remember, we do have Round Guard, so we are protected during our reload from attacks from this guy. It looks like we take care of him here. We're going to heal up. Yeah, we'll take a look at the map before we heal up, but... Alright, fight, elite. Probably check out like this path. There's a chance... There's a lot of good orb removals events, Act 2, so... Popping corn. Okay. As much as I would love Molliflower for the scaling, we do need healing. Alright, skip this first guy. Hope for some bombs. Get a couple, but not enough. Okay, I was just gonna complain that I didn't change my aiming. Alright, I didn't see how much HP we came in here with, but I believe we've gotten some back with popping corn. Alright, we're going to, hopefully going to an elite, so. And we still could use some levels on these guys, but. Looks familiar. Okay, we got like a bunch of bombs there. Might be clearing some of these. Okay, it's a good start. Alright, we'll take out the mage in the back. We have a 68% chance to crit. It's complete. A 68% chance is completely different if you're playing XCOM versus playing Peglin. Don't know if you have any XCOM fans out there, but 68% chance will always screw you over in XCOM. But Peglin, it feels like it's a pretty good guarantee. All right, so we are at a point where we can take 2 ballista shots, and like I said, hopefully, you know, with our evasion, we won't take that many. I don't feel like I need to heal again right now. We're not going to the shop, so let's upgrade at least one of these. Or contains additional crits. Prime Rod of Frost is nice, but our big orbs currently are targeting, so we would have preferred Alien's Rock, but more than Prime Rod. So let's just put Lucky Penny on the board. That also helps a little bit with Criticris, do a little bit of AoE damage there. All right, things might be, I think we might be turning the corner here. A little more crit damage. We're not going to go for the free relic because we do want to navigate this way. Yes, this is best event in the game. Get rid of 2 pebbles. Ooh. So we do have popping corn now, which is, you know, this offers the Infernal Winget where we lose some of our max HP, that you heal back, and you slightly ping down the enemies a little bit, which kind of is, I don't even usually take that into account. It's, do I want to take half HP for a lot of healing? And since we're going up Ballista, I would normally think no, but we're going up against Ballista with a lot of evasion, which could be yes. But I think I'm going to keep my max HP right now. It's tough. It's a tough choice. If we were doing Act 4, it becomes a lot harder to take because, as you probably know by now, a max HP is very important in Act 4. There's a lot of enemies that sap it down, but in this occasion, we're just going to run away. I was tempted though. All right, well, there goes a little more max HP. It always feels bad because we could have like halved to 42, got back up to what, 57 here. So I mean, that's still a difference between the 85 we have, but yeah. I still think we made the right decision. Make sure we hit the crit so we get that extra boost to our evasion. So the thing that usually screws us up here is if the refresh gets put in a tough spot and we can't hit it. All right, so didn't quite evade that first one, but it's okay. I said we did do a decent amount of damage though. Find that refresh. my god, it bounced all around. Okay. Straight shot at it. And then we were protected by round guard, so... Okay. Dodge, I wasn't sure if that was during the attack phase from our shot or if that was just the round guard doing its thing. Either way, we're fine. All right, 101 gold. I think we're good to upgrade these guys again. We're not really applying status effects other than our basic kind of Roundrel, how do you even say that? Roundrel. So I'm not really, and I really don't want to take that. So we do okay. I mean, once we shoot a couple of evasive maneuvers off, we should be critting automatically. So this seems like it should be a pretty good take, but I guess there is still some risk to it. I'm not really interested in go for gold. Like I was saying when we took Matryoshka, the multi-ball is usually good in a lot of cases. I don't think it's helping us out a ton here. But I don't want to lose -2, -3. I don't feel like that one's worth it. And Cactus. Cactus is intriguing. You know, you ping the guys down. The only issue is if we take a while to hit a crit, we'll be, you know, pinging them down at our normal damage versus our like higher kind of crit damage. We don't really have to worry too much about piercing. Usually that's something that, you know, takes Tender Cactus out of the equation because you don't get any piercing because it only deals 2. It says only deal 2 plus bonus damage. So, you know, the piercing doesn't matter for that 2 plus bonus damage, which I believe is just 2 damage. I'm kind of confused what the bonus damage is. Okay, I think we can take status symbol. I'm thinking at this point where just the basic debustle we'll be putting on here probably worth it. And our targeted shot here will do half damage to the mirror, but it's okay. Gives us a chance to grab a little more gold. Another evasive maneuver. We will take a little damage if we pick it up from Perfect Forger, but it will upgrade it. So here, I'm trying to think ahead. You know, I think we're okay with evasive maneuver, but let's just kind of rush down the boss. We do have to crit still. Okay, let's take this. And then probably try to get to the shop. Get rid of more pebbles. Yeah, we're not upgrading pebbles. Okay. Navigating's a little tricky. We do have extra crits on the board, so that's helpful. Okay, we are auto-critting here. Probably should just shot for the refresh at that point. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think the status effects. I was wondering why our Belugium was so high. So status effects not only like our negative ones, but I guess the positive ones that help us out. So okay, we were looking for an Echo Orb that could come in handy. Take that, take the damage. We upgrade it again, so it's at Echo 100. And that may have been like the missing piece to this build. Okay, so here's a removal. Oh, we're only at 4 gold. I was gonna say, going towards the shop. Let's just dash through and, well, actually, if we were going towards the shop, we are really low on gold. I think we'll heal up with popping corn. So let's remove our last pebble. The only thing we have left in our deck that we don't want is the Horriball, which we can't do anything about, so. Alright, so we have to aim at this guy back here. I believe we're locked on back there. It dies from the bomb, though. Or actually, I guess it dies from the Criticus. Alright, let's take out the worm next, because it still is firing on us. Okay, we don't need to heal. I guess I try to go this way. We don't have enough gold to go for a relic at the shop unless we accidentally navigate here and get a fight or something. Okay, so we do have a little bit of multi-ball. This will put the fire down the bottom, so that's a little bit of chip damage we're taking. We are kind of close to the end. Is this worth it? It's probably worth. I would like to go the question mark. There is another shop coming up. We take damage from getting Orb. So I see there's a shop here. I guess we'll attempt to go that general direction, but as I say, we could get there no matter which way we navigate it anyways. So if we go to shop, we can't, I guess we could remove Orb and that gives us gold. All right. So getting ready to take some damage here. Let's say from the fire. Hopefully popping corn just offsets it. Okay. Upgrade Orb. Okay, we're too poor to remove it now though, so that may have been a mistake. Let's see if we can. Okay, we collected gold on the way out from bombs. Okay, so we can remove Orb, and that gives us gold to buy other stuff. So we definitely just don't want Orb to begin with, so. All right, so out of this, Strange Brew, I honestly, I wish I knew if that kind of works with Criticus like you would hope it would. You know, activate refreshes and crits. Activate refresh crits contribute to damage 3 times. Because normally refreshes and crits don't contribute to damage. Decoy Orb would be okay. Game 1 Blusion, know what? Debuff Distractor. That'll just help power Steady Scope and just kind of in that status symbol. So this is a guarantee. I think we take Strange Brew, and then I think we also take Decoy Orb. Okay, we start out with our worst possible orb, but alright, auto critting. Go down to 2 × 2, please. Oh, we got one down the 0.5. Wow, still I would say, like, I know the cards weren't in the game originally whenever I started playing. I'm surprised that I'm still unlocking them after like 400 some hours. All right, Decoy Orb and I would say, I guess Round Guard really doesn't matter much right there, but if we didn't have Decoy Orb. We could take a Nimball. I don't hate adding like a Nimball in. I guess we don't have the coin to upgrade it yet, but we still do have it 2 more fights. I guess we automatically upgrade it once with Forge. So we don't need to worry about upgrading it once. Why is this always first? Okay, make sure we hit a crit just to... Nimball's so tiny with the Matryoshka. Alright, the ranged mushrooms are almost dead, which is good. So take them out with, I would say bombs, but Criticus took them out. Don't need Poltergeist. Let's upgrade Nimball one more time. And navigate out of there safely. Oh, I hate this guy. What's the odds, man? 3 times in a row. All right. All right, good shot. Oh, we're at 250% chance, so we're auto-critting. Let's just hit stuff. Okay, that pain can be that fight can be a pain. Let's heal up, because we're going to the final boss. Deal 2 times damage when health is below 25%, or bouncers contribute to damage. I guess maybe as like a... oh crap moment, because I don't think this is going to probably do much. So let's take monster training. That could save us. Okay, I like this being down here a little bit. And this won't split until we hit a peg, and we won't hit a peg until we refresh, I think. So, and we need a crit to do any damage, so let's hopefully we dig out a crit. Okay, I see where one is at least. Okay. It's a shame we couldn't hit the refresh, but all right, if this is a good shot, we just move to Echo Orb after this, and then hopefully that's just a GG. Ah, it's a GG before then. All right, that guy's always a pain with all of his minions, but we had all those targeting orbs. But if we didn't kill him that fast, all of those minions could have been an issue. All right, so that was Roundrel Cruciball 17, where we relied on Hero's Backpack, and eventually we got this Echo Orb. I don't think we shot it meaningfully once, but it was there, you know? It was an important part of the team if we needed it, but hope you enjoyed that run. We're getting up there. So we'll be moving on to Spinventor, Cruciball 17 next, and Cruciball 18 and up. Like I said, we will start Act 4 after we do Cruciball 20. We'll do Cruciball 20, and then we'll do Cruciball 20 with Act 4 with all the characters, and then we'll figure out what we do after that. So have some ideas. If you have some thoughts on runs you'd like to see, feel free to put them in the comments and I can add them to a list and we can get to those too. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Appreciate you guys staying to the end and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.